That's right, they're two funny mamas. Podcast. They're two F-U-N-N-Y-M. Yes, they're the best. It's two funny mamas.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Two Funny Mamas. I'm Kym Whitley. You're supposed to say I'm Sherri Shepherd? No, really, I got to understand why when I lead, you got to act like something is wrong with you. I say, hi, everyone. Welcome to Two Funny Mamas. I'm Kym Whitley. That is your cue to say, and yes, everyone, I'm Sherri Shepherd. What? Stop adjusting your camera, really? Oh, gosh. She puts her makeup on and she thinks everything has to be perfect. Oh, good morning, everyone.
Okay, start it. Okay, do it again.
No, we're in. You just say hello. Stop adjusting your wig. Say good morning or good afternoon or good evening to the people. We're not starting again. These people got things to do, Sherri.
It's Sunday. This is the day the Lord has made.
It's not Sunday when they're watching.
And I will rejoice and be glad in it.
Okay. Y'all, thank you. Thank you for listening last week. I heard we got a lot of great comments and people really enjoyed the podcast. I want to thank you so much. Just thank you. I see me and Sherri are matching this morning.
Thank you. And I'm Sherri Shepherd. You completely skipped over me.
I don't. That's Chris laughing in the background because he can't take it.
What happened?
No, really, I'm starting to think that you got hit in the head as a child or something happened. Why are you yesterday and why is your nose, did you get a nose job? Why is your nose extra thin today?
This is the day. This is the day.
Okay, stop singing. No, it's not. Okay, but okay.
Oh, they're going to hear us on Thursday.
Yes, our podcast Thursday.
Thursday is the day. Thursday
I don't like
is the
that
day.
you're taller than me. I don't like none of this. That you try to overpower.
I came down a little bit. There we go.
Okay. And I feel like my internet is freezing because I did not put it on a hard wire, and I've been having internet issues all week.
You haven't frozen not one pretty. You look really pretty and filtered and glowing and golden. You actually look like you have been out in the sun. Really have to say this lighting is phenomenal.
Well, thank you, because I was going to actually put a little extra light on. I'm in the city today, everyone. That's my background. Your city
background. That is amazing.
You know what? I think our podcast is really coming together. Look at us. Look at your Two Funny Mamas mug. We got us a border. We're matching. This is a great for you guys that are listening. Boy, if you could see it, let me tell you something. We look stunning. It's the best we've ever looked.
I don't know how we came up with the same color. We both have black hair on today. Yep. Well, yours always is black.
No, it's not always black.
I put black hair on, and we both have on yellow today. Yep. It's so funny because something in me said I didn't want to wear any other color but yellow, and it's crazy.
No, that is crazy. It was a great choice. I feel like I did a great choice too because I felt yellow, that I wanted to wear yellow. But first I had on a tiger and red and tigery. And I was like, okay, I don't want to wear this because I don't want to hear what Sherri's talking about. What have you been doing? I've missed you. What's going on?
I had on a tiger shirt too. I got like in the Caribbean or something. It had a tiger's eye and it was the color of your headband. That's
no, you didn't.
Weird.
You had that on first?
Yeah, I had it on, and I said, well, it was sleeveless. It was sleeveless, and I said, oh, I think this might be too casual for the podcast, but I had that on.
Oh, wait a minute. There are dress rules. Chris, are there some rules in the handbook of Two Funny Mamas that we got to be dressed up? I need to understand.
Yeah, I believe so. That was the Shepherd effect. It went in 4 weeks ago when you all quote made it big, unquote.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well,
yeah, that's from Article 3, Section 2.
Oh, well, look at that.
Well, thank you, Chris. We appreciate it.
We got 32,200 subscribers, and that is amazing since May. So thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for subscribing to Two Funny Mamas. You know, we're deep in this homeschooling. let's talk about what's really happening. I'd like to hear what other people are going through right now, because I think the school systems got it together, but not really. You look really, I'm sorry to be all over the place, people. Wait a minute. Because your makeup, take a picture of your face. That's how I want you to look. That's the second look.
I'm going to go ahead and snag that now as part of my show duties. We'll get a photo of that.
Snag a cute picture because it looks really good. Her makeup artist is very good, but sometimes she be tripping.
Because she likes to... that's neither here nor there. She likes to experiment, but
okay. Well, I don't want to see experimental faces. I'd like to see your face like that and that other one I picked. Thank you, Chris. Please keep a file.
This is the best day. I'm really excited because the boy is gone today. The boy is gone all day today with his dad, and this is it's kind of a two-parter. This is the time that I would love to have had call somebody and go, come over, because he's gone all day, but I'm going to watch Antebellum by myself and do some stuff that I'm supposed to be doing. But can I tell you the story of what I've been dealing with this homeschooling? Because I think we sometimes forget that Kym's kids are so stressed and they don't have a way of handling the stress. Like when I looked at you and Joshua and what you've been going through, caring for Joshua, I can see Joshua's going through stress. There's no way, he doesn't know how to channel it. So his stress is turned into like tantrums where he's like, I hate school, I don't want to do. And so Jeffrey's stressed, and Jeffrey was going through it because he felt I wasn't listening to him. He just had a litany of complaints, and I swear he just wouldn't shut up. And I was trying to work, and he kept coming out the room, and no matter what I said, it was just irritating him. And so I had to zone. And the way I zone was cheeseburger and french fries. So I put him in the car, and he's just running off at the mouth. And I kept going, I just want a cheeseburger to zone your mouth out. And as we're going through the drive, he's like, Mom, are you listening? Are you listening? I mean, every time. And I was just like, and can you make that a double cheeseburger, please? And make that a large fry. And I'm eating it. And I even pulled over. I just pulled over. He's like, why are you pulling over? And I'm like, because I need to zone. And we get in the driveway, still running his mouth, just still, pulling out his hair. So he's got a math tutor that comes over. And the tutor, he's from Russia or Serbia or something. And all of a sudden the math tutor's like, Miss Sherri, please, can you come in here, please? I walk in there and he says, Young Master Jeffrey. When you start calling him Young Master Jeffrey, okay. Young Master Jeffrey has something to say to you.
Wait a minute.
Where's he
Jeffrey,
from?
Young Master Jeffrey. Young Master Jeffrey. Okay, where did this young master? That's one of the problems here. Okay.
God.
And then so Jeffrey puts his head on his hands. He's like, this is so hard to say, but you don't listen to me. And when I try to talk to her, she's always like, Jeffrey, you have to do this. Jeffrey, did you wash your glasses? Jeffrey, did you? And she's always, and I just need a little space, the stress. And I'm over here like, okay, first of all, I can't believe you're saying all of this in front of the math tutor who's now become the therapist. And looking at Jeffrey's, he's just like, and then she always says, Jeffrey, did you make up your bed? And Jeffrey, is the computer on? And I'm smiling. I'm sitting here going, okay, I'm about to take my fist right here and connect with this. Because when we grew up, you didn't tell family business, and so the tutor goes, well, Jeffrey, when I go through things, I like to look at wild animals or journal. So if you journal, and I'm like, okay, when did this become a friggin' journaling session? Because you's teaching algebra. And so Jeffrey goes, well, then if I journal, if I write a bad word, my mom's going to go, Jeffrey, that's a bad word. You can't write that bad word. Oh, and my writing's not that good, sir. And he's like, that's okay, Jeffrey, and journal. And when I come next time, I will come 15 minutes early so you can talk to me. And I'm like, no, you won't. And I'm like, this fist, I swear to God. And I said, Jeffrey, let's talk about this a little bit later. He's like, and she always says, let's talk about it later. And then she's sleepy all the time. My mom is sleepy. Girl. Can I tell you? He says,
my
and the tutor
God.
says, he says, Miss Sherri, I see this all the time. The kids are so stressed. They have no outlet. They have no, this is so normal. I said, is it normal when my fist connects with his?
Now, Sherri,
That was
what
my,
I'd
that
like
was
to
my,
ask you. No, I listened, I sat back, Chris sat back, we listened to the story. What is your takeaway? What did you learn? I'm
I should have
waiting.
been popping him upside the head when he came
No,
out.
that's not what you learned.
As soon as I had that C-section, I should have popped him right in the mouth and said, shh, just be quiet. As soon as he started screaming, I should have popped him in his mouth, said, be quiet.
No.
But see, I let him talk because the doctors told me he would never be able to talk because of the delays and being born at 5.5 months. So, you know, I went way overboard.
Sherri, as your friend and who has a 9-year-old, and what I'm going to say is, I'm sorry, but I'm on Jeffrey's side. Because you treat me just like that sometimes.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
No,
you
I do.
Yeah, yes, absolutely do. Kym, did you do this? Kym, did you do that? Kym, what, you need to get your mic. Go print up the stuff. You do. So I need you to stop it. You let him be 15 years old and let him make his own mistakes. And guess what? If he ain't turned the computer on, he's going to be late, right? How is he going to learn if you enable him?
You know why? Let me tell you something. He went to clean the bathroom by himself. And I go in the bathroom and I'm knocked out by the bleach smell because he uses an entire bottle of soft scrub in the sink. And the scrubbing bubbles, Chris, my child sprayed the entire can of scrubbing bubbles in the tub. I walked in, every hair in my nose dried up and fell out.
Is he?
So I can't even breathe. Then I showed him one time I showed him how to rinse the tub, Chris. But it's like he took the thing that you rinse, and he didn't even aim it in the tub. I walked in, it was Lake Havasu in his bathroom. He didn't even aim the nozzle in the tub. It was all on the floor.
Oh my God.
Then he tries to wipe up the mirror. It's dripping Windex on the mirror. I walked in, it was like Nightmare on Elm Street of soft scrubs, foaming bubbles, Windex, and toilet water. There's blue toilet stuff all in the toilet. The blue stuff that you squirt around.
Has he successfully cleaned the bathroom before?
When I was standing there telling him everything to do. So I said, Jeffrey, you don't know. That's why I need to show you. It's okay, but we're both blinded in one eye by all of the bleach, Jeffrey. And you use all of this with no gloves? Let me see your hands. Oh, wow. Now it's only the bones. Now wonder, because the meat on your hands has melted off because of the bleach.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta remember this
and by the way, Jeffrey, you won't be able to have children in 10 years, just to let you know, because of the scrubbing bubbles that went down to your daggone testicles. Just to let you know. I love you. Keep going.
Son, the good news is...
Go tell the math tutor that, Jeffrey.
Okay.
Son, the good news is you will be able to clean up a crime scene and get away with a murder. I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of you.
Very proud of you.
You know... Sometimes you as a mother, and I'm a single mom, you're not the good guy all the time. And I got this window that I have to teach him. So that's all I'm saying about the way kids handle the stress. And he tried. Okay. And I said, that's great. But you're not going to do that again. Let me just show you. But I think I tend to be a little bit harsher because I'm used to I got a team of people that work under me that I have to manage. And so, you know, me being Paris Hilton going, Chris, can you get the thing, and Nick, can you get the sound, because I like it. I like the border, Chris, the pink and the yellow border. But next time, maybe can you do turquoise, Chris?
That's okay. So now do it as Sherri.
Chris, I like the pink and yellow border. It's great, but next time let me look at it and see if I like it, and then we'll do it again. And maybe we'll do it again, maybe we won't. Chris, I got some pictures that I need to send you so you can show for Two Funny Mamas podcast. Chris, I know I sent you that check. If you call me one more time about your money, I'm going to put my fist through this computer. I said I will pay you. No, you want to take me to court, Chris?
What?
All right.
Okay.
You're going to take me to court.
You're going too far. I got a question now. Which one of those got a man?
Well,
Okay.
Chris don't have a man, and I
No,
don't have
I'm
a
talking
man.
about which one of them people that you were doing. Or the Chris, I need this and I need that. Who is the lonely one in the group? That happened. You just that one that just did all that. I need this, and you're gonna get me this, Chris, and I ain't. Don't you sue me. She is lonely. She's sitting at home.
Here from the people of the town, they call it gypsy tramps and thieves.
So she's Cher now.
Where are we?
Why would you make Cher's mouth go that far over? She didn't have a stroke. What's wrong with you?
You know, when Cher talks like this, she always talks like this. You know, Kym Whitley, I love you so much, Kym. And when I say,
Kym, ask Sherri if she believes in life after love.
I do believe in life after love. I believe in getting married and divorced and prenup, all of that. I don't know what's wrong with
That wasn't fair. That was
I'm
not
having a nervous
fair.
breakdown.
What?
I'm having a nervous breakdown.
Go Sherri Cam, Nate. Let's go ahead and make sure this is documented.
Okay. I'm about to send somebody over to her house. I almost called 911 and said, Sherri's having a stroke. Sherri is having a stroke.
Or maybe lay the money down. I don't know the new song that Cher sings, but I love them all.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah. Nate just retired. Yeah.
Why are you doing a cross between Elvis and Cher? You are the love child of Elvis and Cher right now.
Gosh,
What is wrong with you?
I've already talked about. We can go into singleness at another time. You can give your pandemic story because you got some good ones.
No, but that was a good therapy session and a rant about Jeffrey. I wanted to know what was going on because I haven't talked to you in a couple of days. I wanted to ask you what I'm thinking. I'm just thinking. I don't want to everybody going off. I'm thinking about having a Halloween party for the kids. Now listen, I'm talking. Wait, hear me out. I'm talking the kids that have been over here. I'm talking about 5 children. I'm talking about separate, but what I'm going to do is do it like an Easter egg hunt and make it a candy hunt and put a bunch of goblins in the yard. They come and everybody, put their food separate on different tables. People come in and we can have the scary music and the kids can hunt for their candy. Nobody's got to touch and then maybe roller skate afterwards. 5 children. I'm just trying to think of something that's social distancing, safe. I can even rope off the areas for each family. I'm just talking about you. I'm talking about, Tamika and her 2 little girls. And then Joshua's, and then Mari's little boy and his other little friend. That's 4. Oh, and the neighbor. 5, 6, 7. Okay. It's getting big.
I think if they're not running past each other, you might.
And masks. They'll have their goblin. They'll have their Halloween outfits on with masks.
They will. Jeffrey's a little big for that party because he's 15. So he's going to look like a grown person with a bunch of kids. He can help. Okay. He don't want to help. I'm trying to explain to him why he's not going to be able to do Halloween this year. Like your window is just gone.
Jeffrey would love to do the candy hunt. All kids, even 15. And why can't he just bring one of his friends?
Because they won't come because of the whole.
I
think it's literally. I'm telling you.
I bet you tell Jeffrey it's a candy hunt. He'll come.
I'll ask him, but I think
everybody's door. And what we could do is have And what if we had baskets of candy? Like we do Easter egg hunts or Easter, we give kids Easter baskets. We should give them a Halloween basket so they won't feel like, I didn't get all this candy this year. I didn't get to wear my costume. I'm just trying to figure out something. But we could talk about this offline. You don't have to shoot my idea down in public.
No, I said it was good. I said as long as you don't run past each other, I think you're good. If you have 5 children. And then that's if they want to roller skate on Halloween. But I think...
Did you say, well, first of all, I don't like the way you said on Halloween, like that's a special holiday. Like that was Christmas. What's wrong with you?
Wait, roller skating and Halloween together.
I don't equate a pandemic and us not being able to trick or treat because of COVID together.
Can I just tell you the funniest story really quick, and we get back to your Halloween story? You know, we live over here by it's so funny. We live over here by the mall, Chris. And so we're in the San Fernando Valley where nothing happens, but they had all these Trumpers coming by in tanks and cars with big flags. You heard about that, Kym, right?
What?
They were on Ventura Boulevard in Studio City,
Sherman. Because you called me screaming from the car.
Yeah, because it's something I've never seen before. It looked like something in Alabama. So, Chris, they're going by in these tanks and they're going 4 more years with flags and everything.
Wait, one more time. How was that? How did they say it?
4 more years. No, they did it like this. 4 more years.
I'm gonna clip that out, and I'm gonna put Sherri Shepherd shows support for Donald Trump.
Oh, good. Don't you do that. But anyway, I want to get to the story so we can get back to Kym's Halloween because it has something to do with roller skating. So anyway, they were going to go past the Galleria, and there's always a Black Lives Matter protest every single day. But sometimes there's not a lot of people there, and there's one lone Black lady who's there every single day. And sometimes she's there by herself, but she has her sign, people honk and support. And I was really concerned that these Trumpers were going to go by this woman. It was on a Sunday. And I said, oh, no. And I told my girlfriend, I said, I'm going to go up there and just stand with her so she's not by herself when all these tanks and cars go by. And she said, Sherri, it's okay. On the weekends, it's a ton of people there. And she said, and don't worry about it because the West Coast roller skating gang will be there with her. And Kym, I was so thankful that the woman wouldn't be by herself, but I'm like, that's all you need is them going 4 more years. And the roller skating gang is like, yeah. Black Lives Matter. Woo. Black Lives Matter.
Oh. Yeah.
I just thought I loved it, but it just made me laugh. I just wanted to digress.
That's the most West Coast response to an aggressive political
that's what I thought.
I've ever heard.
You're the roller skating crew protesting. Mm-hmm. It just is not intimidating.
They're gonna throw wheatgrass smoothies at the tanks.
Exactly. That's how you combat it. But back to the Halloween and roller skating. I think it's a great idea. I think it shows a lot of concern and compassion for the kids. I don't know if they'll want to roller skate, but you know what I was thinking, Kym, because you have the space. Why don't you make a scary house and you let a couple kids go in at one time, and then I think, people could go in and you got the smoke, you got the goblins and do that.
Oh, wait, hold on. So we building the scary house or they coming in my house? Wait a minute, we going too far.
You kind of build it. Like where you would have them roller skate, build because it's big. Build a big, huge, scary house. And it's like how they get on the rides at Disneyland. You only let a couple people in at once, get scared. They come out, let another 2 or 3 kids.
Okay, let me just stop you right now. You're wasting podcast time. First of all, who's paying for it? Second of all, you got to have goblins and scary other people in there to scare the kids. So that's even extra people, and you don't even want... Ain't nobody building no scary house. We're not having no haunted house with the COVID. The COVID is scaring them. Why don't we just put up signs of...
That's what we call it, the COVID house. Corona. Like that shoot. That's a good one. I like that. The Corona house.
Sherri, you're setting her up. You're setting her up bad though. Somebody would turn her in for using non-union.
My name is Corona.
Should have given me sleep.
I love it. I love it. Let's do it.
Would that happen though? Would somebody turn you in for using non-union actors for the?
And you don't even need a bunch of actors. Get 4. We social distance. I'll be one of the actors. Scare some daggone kids.
Just make it look like the supermarket.
Come here, Joshua.
Yeah, that was scary.
That would. Let's build a haunted house. 4 adults, 2 kids in there. That's social distancing. That'll be fun.
That's too much
with
work.
the dog. You want to put Easter eggs out and all of that. And Easter bunnies.
No, we're gonna put some goblins out in the yard, and then you know what? We're gonna put you behind a tree. And as the kids walk past, yes, you're gonna jump out with a witch face and that. You have
You
a
mean
job.
my resting witch face?
Yes, that one. I didn't want to bring it up.
Oh gosh,
Okay.
I'll be Cher. Come on, Carrie. Come on, Carrie.
Please stop doing her.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
please stop doing her. Oh my God. So what else has been going on? What have you decided to mail in your vote or go vote or early vote? I still got to ask Siobhan, I think she got all my stuff captive because I don't know where my stuff is, what I'm going to do. I got to figure this out. I need her to direct me.
You can't bring up names that people don't know. So you have to explain who Siobhan is.
Huh?
You have to explain who Siobhan is.
Huh?
Who is talking to you?
Siobhan came in here.
Your voting is straight, Kym.
You said
all is well.
My voting, good. You say we good, but I ain't seen no pamphlets.
You're not going to see it's online. It shows all your stuff is updated.
It don't matter. Do I have a mail-in ballot at the house? That's what I need to know.
You got to call the city of LA.
I told you to do that. I said, please, I need a mail-in ballot.
Right.
I asked you that. They have sent them. Sherri, do you have your mail-in ballot yet?
I haven't checked my mail yet. I don't check my mail but once a week.
Yeah, okay. So I want to early vote, but I want to have my mail-in ballot just in case. I'm just bringing that up. That's all.
Can we just stop for a minute so you can explain to everybody who the heck you were arguing with?
Oh, sorry, everybody. Siobhan is my road manager for comedy, but she has turned into a little bit everything because of the corona. We ain't doing no comedy. So she helps me get my life together. Basically, I didn't know. Look, I don't want to tell my business, but I wasn't getting my voting stuff, okay? And I even need the cheat sheet. I need the little cheat ballot, the little ballot they send, that sample ballot, because I want to roll your eyes again, Sherri. Roll your eyes. I can see you. I can see you.
I know. No, you're just saying you didn't do the research. I got it.
Oh, what? Okay.
No, I got it.
Well, no. I'm going to research you. I'm going to ask you about every little proposition. I want to see if you're going to say yes and no on all of them. Since you're such a smart
Are you voting yes on Prop 16?
What's Prop 25? Yeah, are you? It ain't no Prop 16. It's a Prop 15.
No, it's a Prop 16.
Okay. What is it?
It's voting in affirmative action.
Oh, I ain't seen that one on TV yet.
Okay, well, we'll wait till it comes on between TMZ and so you think
I
you can
write
dance.
them down, the commercials.
Along with the commercial that the Tiger King family put out looking for Carol Baskin's ex-husband.
Damn. They do. But girl, I'll be going on the NAACP website because I like to see, because sometimes I don't know all the judges and the people. So I go to NAACP. I'll be like, who they supporting? Who they voting? I copy that and take that with me.
Oh, you mean Rachel Dolezal who pretended that she was black, part of the NAACP?
So that's what you're gonna do? Yes. No, it's okay. I'm not mad. She was doing the work. Y'all mad because she pretended to be black. I don't care. Was she doing the work? We got to get up off this. If the lady was doing the work and doing well for the NAACP, well, good for her. Okay, you say she took a job from a black woman. I get it. But she looked like my mama. My mama looked white. My mama ain't white. Let's go ahead and clear the record off, even though she did use her whiteness to get jobs. I understand. So let's stay sensitive about that.
People who defend her the most are usually white people who are passing as black. I'm just saying.
I'm not passing. You can tell I'm black.
Woman? What if you're a white woman and that's why we had all the problems getting your shading correct and you was panicked because you was like, oh shoot, my whiteness is coming through. Like, what if actually you were a white lady and you had the affectation of a black mammy?
It'd be bad. First of all, I don't know.
It'd be bad. Like if you were white, and how many times you said in front of the mirror, it'd be bad. It'd be bad.
It'd be bad. That's practicing it. No, that's just, look, that ain't got nothing to do with black or white. That's just bad English. That's what that is.
Like, what if, like, I'm side-eyeing you, because what if nothing about you is real? Kym Whitley.
I'm what real. Okay, the hair might not be, and the eyelashes, and and maybe some of the teeth.
That would be
But
such a trip. Like, how could I defend you if you turned out to be passing? I would have a hard time defending you.
no, you defend me because you know my heart.
But your heart, what if it's white?
People pass for a reason. Passing is you do it because of necessity. You don't do passing as convenient. That's not a convenience. Why would I pass? That's a hard life to live. Because I got cousins that have done it for years, but now they coming up out their whiteness, and now they coming back to the dark side. I was like, oh, now you calling. So it happens. It's hard to live up that facade because sometimes you want to just live the stereotypes. He want to sit in front of his white wife. He want to be like, I'm eating chicken. You daggone right. It's in my blood. I'm eating some watermelon. Yeah. I think it just came out.
I think so too. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised is all I'm saying.
Okay. All right. I see what you're saying. I'm over here hot as the Dickens. How old is that saying? The Dickens.
It means you're old.
No, or I had
the Dickens.
Southern people in my life.
Nate, do you know what hot as the Dickens means?
Of course.
What does it mean?
It's like, I don't know. It's a figure of speech. It just means it's very hot.
Okay,
no, Nate doesn't know. Chris, Nate, that was bad.
I've heard it before.
Obviously, it's something that comes from Charles Dickens, is what you would think, but it's not. It's a euphemism, specifically a minced oath for the word devil, possibly via devilkins.
See, he's Googling it. That's not cool. That doesn't count. I was Googling it too, but I didn't get there in time. So I got put on blast, but he got to Google it full time. That's, man.
Oh. That's what I said. That's why I said it's an old term, Kym.
Shakespeare used it in The Merry Wives of Windsor, 1600. I cannot tell what the Dickens his name
he's
is.
on the Londonist right now. I'm on the same page. I'm on the same page.
The Londonist. Well, suffice it to say. Well, that shows you old too. When you go, suffice it to say.
Suffice it to say, yes.
So I'm not going to talk about you.
Terms.
These are the old terms.
Yes.
Okay, so now that we got nothing out the way, what's going on?
Well,
is the show starting?
We are deep into the show now. Why don't we? Well, we've talked about voting. We've talked about Halloween. We've talked about homeschool parenting.
And by the way, I did request a mail-in ballot, and I'm waiting for it to come. And hopefully, it'll come. Because I really don't relish standing in line, but I will do whatever I have to do.
Oh, so no, I'm driving my mail-in ballot down to the registrar's office. Wherever the address says on there, I'm taking the ballot. I'm going to take it and I'm going to walk it in, and I'm going to look for any red hats and red flags to make sure I'm in the right place.
Well, it's a lot of people have been emboldened with the red hats. Like I said, they were marching down in Sherman Oaks on Ventura Boulevard, which you've never seen. I kind of wish they go to Long Beach and Compton and do that mess, but neither here nor there. It's really crazy because I worked on a show, and with the COVID stuff in place, people are trying to figure out how businesses are going to come back. And I just worked on a show with a big star, and we had to go into going onto the set, they had to put the thermometer, check your temperature. Then you had to do a COVID questionnaire with the security guards. Then when you got in, you had to spit in a cup and take a COVID test. You will have to be tested 3 times a week. And the table read, instead of doing the table read with everybody, we had to each do it in our own dressing rooms. So like on a Zoom. And I actually don't get to rehearse until we shoot the show Friday. I have to rehearse it on Thursday. So if you're not on, and then, if you're in the industry at all, craft services, Kym, you would go to a craft service table. They'd have just a lot of food. You could have 9 different types of bacon, turkey, sausage, pancakes, eggs. Craft service is the place you always hang out because there's so much food, donuts and sweets and everything. They don't do that now. Now they just basically go, this is what we have and this is what we're giving you. Yes. And I was told I have to come in at 1 o'clock. I said, well, what about the food? Eat before you come.
Yes,
And this is
yes,
a
they
major
give you that. I'm
network.
like, wait a minute now. You cutting
Yeah, I
into
was like,
my own
eat
budget.
before I come. You'd have thought I had no food to eat before I come. What?
Oh, wait a minute. This is where I
Wait
used
a
to eat. And
minute.
I would pack up my dinner and bring it home to me and Joshua.
And bring it home.
Oh,
You bring the food. You bring the food home. And they were like, eat before you come because we're not going to have a big, selection of things, or the selection that we have. That's what we're giving you. So they took that away. I don't know if we're shooting in front of an audience. So that's the way now it's
they'll probably
happening.
have a few. No, they're not doing audiences. I think they'll have a few people. I'm gonna start my single camera show in October, and already this week, I already had the COVID training. That was an hour of all the rules and all the things, how to wash your hands, how to do this. It was crazy.
They gave you COVID training?
COVID training with the other actors.
Wow.
We sat on the Zoom for an hour. But baby, let me tell you something. When they got finished talking to me, I was scared to go outside. They were breaking it down. They were showing pictures of how they were like, and you can't wear, they said, don't wear those masks that you pull up, like the one I got on, you pull up over your face. The only mask they're like the KN95, the 95s, and, a mask covering. And I was like, well, how? And they were like in intimate scenes. I was like, what is intimate? They're like, well, if there are like a kissing scene or a...
Oh, wow. How does that work?
Yeah, how's that going to work? Or wrestling scene. They pump in, and they have... I was like, a lot of people that weren't making money, making a lot of money now. They have a certain system they pump in right before the scene. They have an air filtration system they pump in, and it pumps in and it desanitizes and sucks. So all of us going to be growing a left foot in 10 years because of all this stuff.
Before you kiss somebody, they pump in filtrated air?
Before intimate scenes, they got to clean out the area, pump in stuff. And
wow, that's crazy. They did give me a bag in my room, and it had a mask in it and sanitizer. In like a bottle of water or something like that. They gave that to me. It was just weird. It was surreal.
Yeah, this is the way we are living, and that's it. I don't even want to talk about. I started hyperventilating right now. I'm trying to think, and just thinking about how if we are going back on tour next year. We have our
comedy tour, our ladies' night out. You know what's real? It's hard. We haven't done stand up. We haven't been on stage since February, and we were freaking kicking ass when we were going on stage when we had our comedy tour, ladies' night out. We were doing theaters and arenas, and I'm really feeling like not good. I'm going. How do I don't have stage fright, but it's kicking me in the back of the butt.
Oh, but you will.
Fear.
I don't have stage fright. Yeah, you don't have it because you're not on stage. Wait till that first time you hit the stage. I'm going to pee on myself straight on the stage. I already know I'm going to probably drink a bottle of wine. I'm going to be like, Sherri, I can't do it. Siobhan going to have to push me out on stage. I'm going to be like, I can't. Because tell the people how many times a week you practice stand-up.
I would literally do 4 times a week going to comedy clubs, and I do 2 during the week, like 2 comedy clubs. So I'd get on stage about 7 or 8 times a week. And then on the weekends, Saturday, like Friday nights and Saturday nights, I do 3 to 4 clubs a night. Yep. So I would at least get 7 times on stage on the weekend. So I would always end it at a Black comedy club. I do the Improv Laugh Factory Comedy Store, and I ended at a Black comedy club just because it's harder. So my fear level was low. Like I just knew I could get on stage and kick it. But because I haven't gotten on stage, I'm literally like, and I don't know what to talk about. I feel like my material is kind of dated now because we've been in quarantine. I'm feeling not good.
People don't want to hear about dating and this and that because they're like, you can't. So like we should be writing our jokes every day. We should be talking about, we should have been doing this for 8 months, to be honest with you. A joke a day.
But we've been doing other stuff. It's not like we've been sitting here lazy. Like for me,
No, I'm not saying that. But are we going to be prepared, Sherri? Are we really prepared? No,
we're not. And probably because stand-up is not our main gig, like some of the other comics where that's the way they make a living. We don't make a living doing stand-up. It's something that we love doing, and thankfully we've been blessed to get paid for it. Probably if it was our main gig where we knew we needed, as soon as quarantine is lifted, we have to go back out on the road, we probably would have been writing more, Kym. But
Right.
you and I, we've been doing other stuff. We've been acting. We just finished making a short vignette with Wayne Brady. That took pretty much all day to do. It will be out, I guess, guys, in a few weeks because they just edited it. And you were brilliant, by the way. You played that alien. Did you see it? You didn't see it yet. You were brilliant. You were.
Wait, hold up. How did you see it?
Oh boy.
Because I checked my email. Chris, this is why Kym never answers you back. She don't check her emails. Kym, they sent it to us. You were brilliant. You made me look like I was low energy. I looked at myself and was like, what was I in a bad mood about? You were so good. Chris, we played aliens that were conquering, like we went out and conquered the world. We were alien fighters. And when we killed these aliens, we would come back to this time and space, to this bar and have a drink and talk about our kills.
Is that why you were looking good as alien killers? I was like, that's a little dressy for somebody's out hunting aliens.
Yeah.
Kym looked amazing. And it turned out that the bartender, as Kym was taking a drink, my tracker kept going off saying the alien is here. And it turned out the bartender had taken over Wayne Brady's body. So you can imagine what ensued, and Wayne Brady was doing his improv. But Kym was I kept laughing at you, Kym.
Me too, Chris. I was like, did you give away the plot?
And Chris, let me tell you something. I'm gonna ask Greg if we can send it to you, Chris, so you can watch it. I'm gonna ask Greg. But what happened was we had so many lines and we didn't know our lines. They fed us it line by line.
Oh my God.
Like we didn't have a paragraph. We went line by line. They edited it this. You'd never know we didn't know our lines. And Kym there was a word continuum, space-time continuum.
I'm sorry, I never heard that. Have you heard of that in the word?
If you're sci-fi. Continuum.
Space-time continuum. I was like, what the hell is that?
And Kym couldn't get that phrase for nothing. They basically, they were like space, and she'd be like, space, and they go time. She was like, time. Continuum. And it sounded like you knew exactly when they edited it. It sounded like you knew exactly what space-time continuum was. I thought it was continuum.
Well, you're pros. You've been doing stuff like that, and you've been doing this podcast, and this podcast has created some of the best listeners on the planet. These people buy your T-shirts, the masks, everything, and then they send pictures in. And I wanted to get this photo up to you. So we did the Macy Gray interview earlier this week. I know you two had so much fun talking to her. She was a blast. But you know what? The people, listen, these two are busy. Maybe it's not going to be quite as long as a normal episode, a little bit short this week, but we do want to acknowledge some great listener photos we got. Nate, you want to throw up the first one? Let's see who we got. Let's acknowledge. What up? Check this out. This is Mo. Mo Andrade, and says, always with love. I don't know if you want me to read the whole thing, but Mo says,
yes.
Okay, want me to read the whole thing? Yeah. Always with love. Watch you ladies and side dudes. Shout out. Thank you. I like it that I'm white guy and side dudes. That's to you too. Thank you for making it real. I'm the lady dude. I get it all the time at work. No disrespect. As long as I know who I am. Thumbs up. Hope you all get a pickup on a show. You are a hit. Have a blessed weekend from your #1 fan, Mo Andrade. Thanks, Mo.
Mo.
Thanks,
I can
Mo.
kiss your head. That's awesome, Mo. Thank you. You look so good.
You want to see another one?
Yes.
Yeah, shout out to Mo. That was very, very sweet. Hey, looky here with the mask again. I love it.
Mama. Who is this?
This is Belinda. Thank you,
Belinda.
Thank you,
so
Belinda.
much.
She all matched up.
In her pink. Oh,
and she went
thank
pink,
you,
yeah. And you two look great. Here, sit up straight. Let's get a good shot of you and Belinda. Look at this. The pink and the yellow, it all goes together. Per Sherri's request, here's a pic of me with my mask and T-shirt. I love them, and people stop me and ask them, so I direct them to your podcast. You two ladies really lift my spirit. It's from Belinda. Shout out to Belinda.
Oh, thank you, Belinda.
Thank you so much. I had it over here because this is another one. Because I wore my Two Funny Mamas. I don't have a picture, but we went out, and I had my Two Funny Mamas mask on.
It was on your Instagram.
Mm-hmm. And this is another because we're wearing yellow today.
Get those at buyjack.com/2funnymamas. All right, you want to talk about a black business?
Oh my goodness, yes.
We've got a picture too.
It's gonna be the shortest podcast today, boy.
It's fine. It's fine. Relax. We got things to do.
You know,
we have to.
This stuff looks good. This stuff has flavors and cool colors.
I got
and an Instagram handle. This is great. You all have the best people that tune in. People seem so genuine.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Oh, let me tell you something. This lady, and I'm gonna get to her. Her name is Kimberly. She said, "I peed in my pants laughing watching the latest episode. Glad it ended on a high note. Don't let negative people steal your joy." She said, "A history on dogs in the South during. Remember I was talking about dogs and how dogs you have to etiquette with dogs." She said, "In the South during the late 70s, early 80s." Black school children had to walk through white neighborhoods when they missed the bus, the result of busing. In retaliation, white folk would unleash their dogs so they could terrorize the children and force them to run. She said there may be a similar history when it comes to swimming. Not sure. I got to look that.
Oh my God. What the heck?
Well,
that's
isn't that
not,
a trip?
That's not appropriate at all.
No, racism usually isn't, Kym.
No, you understand. I know. I'm going back. We're going backwards. But what else? We have some more comments.
It came across my desk. So Safari, we got some. This is a Black business. This is called Safari's Lip Chap. It comes in 4 flavors: watermelon, tangerine, strawberry, and peppermint. And Safari's Lip Chap is the brainchild of former Flavors of Love contestant Safari, who's best known for having an altercation with another contestant and offering her lip chap. She's also the winner of Monique's Charm School. You remember Monique's Charm School?
Yes.
And she sent, and I'm gonna bring them to you when I drop them off today.
Can you tell them
where watermelon
for our listeners?
Yeah, you go to Safari, and it's SAAPHYRIS lipchap.com. We'll post it.
Yeah, we'll put it in the description.
I gotta get my nails
back.
Wait,
first of all, did you put the lip balm up like I can smell it?
Yeah, why did you smell it?
For our listeners, it's that lipstick, they come in those round balls and you just have a round ball and you put it on your lips. It looks delicious.
I missed that. I really missed that.
Yeah.
You didn't even get the joke.
I got it.
But you got it 10 minutes late. This is cute. So it comes in all these colors and it smells good. They smell good.
Get dudes chewing on your lips. Those look good.
They smell really good. So Safari's Lip Chap. So this is a Black-owned business, and we'll put the website up because I don't know how you're gonna remember how I spelled it. And then you know what? There's a woman. Did you know that there are people, Kym, who do people who? Okay, I can't find her paper, so I'm gonna tell you something else. You remember the lady?
God. You've been talking about this lady and her products. This is the lady who sent you the email that talked about you. But y'all have become friends now. This is some weird stuff.
You remember the lady
in her email talks about Sherri like a dog. Sherri cries. Then the lady sends Sherri products, and now Sherri's her friend. Well, I tell you, she's
you're telling it all wrong.
She's been married twice, divorced 5 times.
Oh, no.
Don't tell the story wrong. Tika, remember the Tika lady who I cried because she said I was so mean to you when we addressed it, and it made me cry because I was talking about how much you meant to me. So Tika then, and she's also, and I'm going to tell you this, I'm put her part. She's got a business called Liquid Burns. Liquid Burns.
His face is that big. First of all, that look like that go on your head.
I'm just saying it's cute.
Make a celebrity cry, get a plug on their podcast.
So I cried, and she sent me an email. It was so sweet. She sent me an email. She said, Sherri, because I read the emails. She said, Sherri, I didn't mean to make you cry at all. And she said, thank you for addressing it. And I said, it's all good, and she said, I really feel bad. I want to give you anything from my store. And she's got a great store on Etsy. It's called Liquid Burns. With Liquid Burns with a Z. And she is like natural.
I want to give you anything from my storage. Okay, go ahead.
No, her store. I'm sorry, I didn't say it right. And she has all natural products, really natural things for your hair, your locks, natural nail colors and stuff like that. And then so I said, this is all good. And she says, I said, but you don't have to give us anything for free because Kym and I believe in supporting. And as a matter of fact, I bought a few things. So I get this beautiful box in the mail, and she's enclosed a couple things that I bought, and she enclosed a couple goodies for us. But this is the thing that meant the most to me. Look what she put.
Oh,
the most beautiful smile is awarded to Sherri Shepherd. And I thought that was really sweet. From Liquid Burns.
First of all, she addressed that to the wrong. She said that was obviously for me. And
no, it says Sherri Shepherd.
That was a typo.
The most beautiful
smile. Voice type, and it probably.
Tika Simone. Well, yes, you do have a beautiful smile, but I wanted to. You do have a beautiful smile, Kym, but I appreciate it. And so we got these little. Good look at the little bag. She got the little jewel tone bag and everything. So now what I ordered for you, what we both got. It's like hair serum with like herbs in there, like hair oil. Good. From Liquid Burns. Nice. I mean, the packaging was amazing. It's hair oil. And then I got us, this is what I really love, girl. I got us some turmeric soap. Turmeric. And it smells like so good.
That looks like a yeast infection in the making.
No.
Did she send that because of last week you were worried about the deodorant?
Maybe. But, turmeric helps your joints. When you're...
So the soap, so what, we're going to put the soap, we're going to eat the soap? How are we going to get it in our joints?
No, it goes through your body. It goes through your pores. The turmeric soap. And then she sent raw black soap. She sent the shea butter. And this is a smudge stick. This is a sage smudge stick. One for both of us. I got this for one for you.
I got a sage, but why is it a smudge? We writing
because smudging, somebody talked to me about smudging. They said, did you smudge your house? And you may do it because you have ghosts in your house. We have to talk about that.
Right. But I like my ghosts, so I didn't sage too much because I need them to stay here because they tell me when something's coming. I don't have a dog anymore.
Well, then you may not want this, but I bought you one, and it's a smudge stick. So you I guess you light it and you smudge the house, and it's sage.
But I don't understand that because I got a sage and you run around with it. I need to understand smudging. I think we need to look that up.
Okay, so
but can you give her? We'll talk about that another. We gotta, we're running out of time, but we gotta give her website, Tika's information, please.
I just said it. It's Tika. It's called Liquid Burns.
See how she talked to me? Y'all see that, right? Y'all heard that, right? You hear that tone? That's why she's sitting there rubbing herself at night.
What?
With her turmeric soap.
With her turmeric soap.
Go look up Liquid Burns. And then, oh shoot! And then I just wanted to let you know we sent out the webcam and the monitor. We sent out 35. Thank you guys for the money that you donated to Kym. We sent out 35 headsets with the microphones to the teacher. Now, this is terrible because she got sent home because 2 people that she lives with got COVID. She didn't have it, but she has the quarantine now. So she says as soon as she gets out of quarantine, she's going to take a picture with our Too Funny Mama shirt on, and she's going to send it to us. But we send her the microphones with the headsets.
Headsets with the microphones for her students, which I found is matter of fact, did you save one? I need one for Joshua because I realized when they have the headsets on, they are more focused. And I'm glad you said that because let me write that down. I need some headsets for him with the microphone. You're right. He needs to say, where you get those from? I got to get that.
I got one here that I bought for me when I was doing my Good Morning America
okay.
thing.
Can I have
he can have mine.
Okay, good. Because when I tell you that boy is all over the place, so I need him to put the headset on so he can hear the teacher and he can respond. And I think it's kind of like a leash because he won't get up.
Oh, well then I would give you mine, my little Janet Jackson.
Oh, I'm coming to get it today.
Joshua.
And the link is in the YouTube description and everywhere. If you all want to contribute, don't Cash App Kym or anyone else anymore. There's a link. It's from a site called Give Butter. We've got a whole setup. It'll be very, very obvious. And we'll make that, and it'll just be Sherri and Kym help the kids and the Too Funny Mamas listeners. Keep up the great work. You're doing awesome.
And this is one last Black business. This is it. I found it. This woman, she's a Black-owned business, and it's called Russ Tech Language Services. This is 100% Black-owned business. And she says she doesn't have many peers in the industry. She's doing all that she can to keep it going during the pandemic. And she says not many people understand the foreign language service industry. Russ Tech is dedicated to producing the highest quality language products, translation, voiceover, transcription, and desktop publishing, and to providing unsurpassed interpreting services in order to facilitate communication between clients and the limited English proficiency individuals with whom they interact all over the world. And she says, to date, we have provided translation and interpreting services in over 40 different languages. So you can go to her website. Those are those people that sit there with those, you know, like when you're in the you know, the US, what do you call it? When all of the different countries, what's that called?
Translation.
What's it called?
The UN. You're talking about the UN?
The UN.
Yeah.
I kept going to USSR.
The Union. That's the UN.
The UN. You going to Union and I'm going to USSR. Oh my gosh. But she says,
give them her information. We are running out of time. Please give her website one more time.
Her name is her name is Kimberly Williams, and her company is Russ Tech, RUSSTECH, Russ Tech Language Services. And she's actually doing a fundraising campaign on GoFundMe because not many people know about that, and she's trying to raise some money. But if you go to Russ Tech Language Services, you can find out more about the foreign interpretation.
Well, good.
I got my smudge stick. This is like
you did good, girl. Well, you know what? We gotta wrap it up, everybody. It's a little shorter than normal, but we want to thank everybody for joining us once again for another podcast of Two Funny Mamas. I want to thank our listeners. I want to thank our viewers on YouTube. Please make sure you subscribe. If you're on iTunes or those other platforms, leave a comment, and definitely subscribe on YouTube and tell 5 of your friends about Two Funny Mamas. You're not going to say nothing?
I said good night. I said good night.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that, but okay.
We're here from the people of the town. They call us
Chris,
got a
can you
little
say
money down.
I can't. I can't deal with her.
Oh, they're walking off again. Wow.
Is she walking away on me? Come back here.
Thanks, Kym. Thanks, Sherri. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week.